On chilly autumn or winter evenings, there's nothing more comforting than a steaming bowl of creamy potato and chive soup. The rich, velvety texture warmed by savory chives makes every spoonful feel like a cozy hug. Whether you are cooking for family, friends, or simply yourself after a long day, cooking up a big pot of vegan potato chive soup delivers both nourishment and delight. This extended essay explores not only the comforting charm of chives and potato soup, but also 3 inspired vegan variations, tips for perfecting texture and flavor, suggestions for garnishes and pairings, and the mood around sharing soup on colder evenings. Read on as we guide you through crafting the perfect bowl of creamy potato chive soup, including 3 distinct recipes with leeks. Roasted garlic, or coconut milk that brings subtle twists while preserving the harmony of potato and chive. In each variation, chives are the final flourish, their fresh onion garlic essence brightening the mellow potato base. Chives and potatoes pair beautifully, because potatoes bring smoothness and starch-rich comfort, while chives inject a hint of sharp freshness. When simmered gently, potatoes release starch that thickens the soup naturally, eliminating the need for heavy cream. A handful of minced chives stirred in at the end brightens the flavor, lifting the soup so it never feels dull. Imagine coming home to falling leaves, dusk arriving early, and the air turning crisp. You gather potatoes, vegetable broth, onions, garlic, and a generous bunch of fresh chives. On the stove, you heat some olive oil, onions until translucent, add garlic, then diced potatoes and broth. Simmer until tender. You finish by blending until silky smooth and stirring in coconut milk or plant-based milk, a dusting of chopped chives, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, perhaps a sprinkle of smoked paprika, or a few croutons. Then you settle in by a soft light, wrapped in a blanket bowl in hand, breathing in the aroma of warming soup. That very sensation is at the heart of Chives and Potatoes Creamy Vegan Soup. Below is Recipe 1. Classic Vegan Creamy Potato and Chive Soup. Ingredients: 1 TBS, finely chopped 2 garlic cloves, minced 1 kilogram Yukon Gold or russet potatoes, peeled and diced for cups, vegetable broth, 1 cup unsweetened plant-based milk or light coconut milk, salt and freshly ground, black pepper to taste, 1/2 cup finely chopped fresh chives. Instructions. In a large pot, heat olive oil over medium heat. Add the chopped onion, and until translucent, about 5 minutes. Add garlic in another minute. Stir in diced potatoes, season lightly, and pour in vegetable broth. Bring to a gentle boil, then reduce heat and simmer, uncovered until potatoes are tender, about 15 to 20 minutes. Remove from heat, and using an immersion blender, puree until completely smooth and creamy. Stir in the plant-based milk. If desired, return briefly to low heat to warm through, but do not boil. Taste and adjust salt and pepper. Remove from heat, stir in most of the chopped chives, reserving a few tablespoons for garnish. Serve in bowls, garnished with remaining chives and optional drizzle of olive oil or dusting of paprika. This recipe yields a classic rendition, creamy, soothing, and brightened by the chives. To take the idea further, we can build 3 variations. Recipe 2. Roasted garlic, potato and chive soup with lemon zest. Ingredients: 6 cloves garlic, unpeeled, 1 kilogram potatoes, peeled and diced 1 medium leek, washed and sliced 1 TBS, olive oil 4 cups, vegetable broth 3/4 cup, unsweetened, plant-based milk juice, and zest of 1 small lemon. Salt, pepper 1/2 cup chopped, fresh chives. Instructions: preheat oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Place whole unpeeled garlic cloves on a small baking sheet, drizzled with olive oil. Roast 20 to 25 minutes until soft and golden. While garlic roasts, heat olive oil in pot and sliced leek until soft and fragrant. Add potatoes and vegetable broth. Simmer until potatoes tender. Once garlic is roasted, allow to cool slightly. Peel cloves, mash into soup. Blend soup until smooth. Stir in plant-based milk. Add lemon juice and zest. Adjust seasoning. Stir in most chopped chives. Garnish with remaining chives and a twist of lemon zest. This variation brings roasted garlic's caramelized sweetness and a bright citrus lift, while chives finish the soup with freshness. Recipe 3. Coconut potato and chive soup with ginger and turmeric. Ingredients: 1 TBSP, coconut oil or olive oil, 1 onion chopped, 1 TBSP fresh ginger, grated 1/2 TSP ground, turmeric, 1 kilogram potatoes, diced 3.5 cups, vegetable broth 1 cup, light coconut milk, salt, pepper 1/2 cup, chopped fresh chives. Optional garnish, chili flakes, cilantro. Instructions: in a pot, heat oil and onion until translucent. Add ginger and turmeric. Cook about a minute to release aroma. Add potatoes and broth. Bring to simmer until tender. Blend the soup thoroughly until creamy. Stir in coconut milk and adjust seasoning. Remove from heat and stir in chopped chives. Serve garnished with extra chives, cilantro, or chili flakes if desired. This version offers gentle warmth from ginger and turmeric, with coconut milk lending richness while chives preserve their essential bright note. Why this soup works so well? Texture. Potatoes naturally thicken the soup, giving a smooth, velvety finish without heavy cream. Proper blending is critical, no lumps. Flavor layering, onions, ginger, garlic, or leeks, unlocks aromatic depth. Then broth and simmering release. Potato, starch and flavor. Bright finished chives added at the end deliver a vibrant, fresh onion-like sharpness that cleanses the palate. Versatility. Feel free to swap plant milk for nut milk, coconut milk, or omit altogether. Use smoked salt, spice blend, or roasted vegetables. Garnishes crusty bread, homemade croutons, swirl of oil. Sprinkle of paprika or chilich adds visual and flavor excitement. Tips for the perfect pot of chives and potatoes soup. Use waxy potatoes for naturally creamy texture. Russets also work, but maybe chop potatoes into uniform, small cubes, so they cook evenly. Don't boil plant-based milks vigorously, they can separate. Save most chives for garnish. Mince too early, they lose flavor and color. For richer soup, stir in vegan butter or a swirl of nutritional yeast before serving. Season in layers. First, then simmer, then final adjust. Before serving, if soup feels thin, simmer a bit longer, uncover to reduce. If too thick, add a splash of broth or plant. Leftovers thicken on standing, stir in more broth or milk when reheating. Serving ideas and pairings. Serve with slices of crusty sourdough or toasted whole grain bread for dipping. Offer a simple green salad dressed lightly in lemon vinaigrette for a balanced meal. Offer toppings: roasted pumpkin seeds, crumbled vegan cheese, crispy tempeh bacon strips, or vegan FRHA. Pair soup with warm drinks, herbal mint tea or white wine if desired. For a festive table, ladle soup into bowls, swirl plant milk artfully, top with chives and edible flowers. Benefits of this vegan soup: it's plant-based, dairy-free, and naturally gluten-free if thickener is potato. Rich in fiber and potassium from potatoes. Garlic, onion, turmeric, or leeks add antioxidants. Affordable. Potatoes and chives are inexpensive ingredients. Easy to adapt. Double recipe for leftovers. Freeze portions for future chilly nights. Creating cozy ambiance as dusk falls. Light a candle or two, perhaps play ambient acoustic music, and serve the soup in favorite sturdy bowls. Encourage everyone to ladle slowly, breathe in the aroma, and share conversation. A steaming pot at center invites intermittent refills. Add a basket of sliced bread or crackers, and bowls of garnishes so each person can personalize their soup. The act of cooking and sharing this simple vegan soup becomes ritual grounded in comfort, warmth, and connection. The experience is more than flavor, it's about bringing warmth into the home, breathing in the smell of simmering potatoes and fresh herbs, and feeling gratitude for simple ingredients. Chives and potatoes are humble, but transformed into creamy soup, they radiate comfort. Recap of 3 recipes. Classic vegan, creamy potato and chive soup. Basic, yet satisfying. Plant milk and chives. Roasted garlic, potato and chive soup, with roasted garlic and lemon zest for sweet, savory brightness. Coconut potato and chive soup, with ginger and turmeric for warm spice, enriched by coconut milk. Each delivers a creamy vegan soup perfect for chilly evenings, unified by the bright finish of fresh chopped chives. From texture to aroma to final garnish, chives elevate the humble potato base into something elegant yet grounded. In closing, these soups remind us that simple ingredients, handled with care, can summon joy and comfort. From the creamy potato texture to the green sparkle of chives, each bowl is an invitation to slow down, savor, and warm from within. Whether cooking for others or yourself, the process of peeling, chopping, simmering, and finally sighing in warmth as you taste that first spoonful is nourishment for both body and soul.